Hey everybody, here's my commentary on Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Swede, a song that I just uploaded. There are two main versions of this song that are out there. The first one was from 1969 and by B.J. Thomas that has a nice sitar intro. And of course, B.J. Thomas always has great vocals to his songs. And then there's the other one that was remade in 1974 by the Swedish group Blue Swede that did kind of a dance version of this song, a fun up-tempo version of the song, and featured the Ooga Chaka, Ooga Chakas in it. And that was actually originated by English singer and recording artist Jonathan King, who had a 1971 hit in the United Kingdom with his version of Hooked on a Feeling, but strangely never made any money from coming up with the Ooga Chaka concept. One of the things that could have lent itself to the Ooga Chaka thing was Johnny Preston's Running Bear 1959 hit, where the Ooga Ooga so-called Native American Indian sounds that they were doing back then were actually supplied by the Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson, Hello Baby, and also by country singer George Jones, which I thought was very interesting, the Big Bopper and George Jones. Of course, the Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson, went on to die in the plane crash with Buddy Holly and Ritchie Valens in 1958 or 62 or something. I'll have to look that up. Okay, that's pretty loose there. I can't think of the date there. So Hooked on a Feeling was written by Mark James, who was the composer of Suspicious Minds, the song recorded, made famous by Elvis Presley. This Hooked on a Feeling thing is very polarizing. You've got the B.J. Thomas version and the Blue Swede version, and they have two different fan profiles here. The B.J. Thomas he's the crooner, he's a nice singer, and then the Ooga Chaka primal version of the Blue Swede version. And people take one side or another. I happen to lean toward the Blue Swede version, of course. Since I'm a 70s person, you can tell by the hairstyle that I'm a child of the 70s here. Born in the 50s, but grew up in the 70s. Okay. So Bjorn Skifs, who was the lead singer for Blue Swede, called Jonathan King and asked if they minded if they recorded the version that he did. And they pretty much copied it to a T, but added a lot more drive to it. And of course, King said, sure, go ahead. And it's just a shame that King has never really made any money from this song. For one thing, he wasn't the composer, so he doesn't get any royalties there. And number two, his version is never the one that's chosen for the performance. Check it out on YouTube. You'll see he's the one to come up with the Ooga Chakas. He has the gorillas dancing in a circle, and has that kind of same beat that Blue Swede actually copped to. Hooked on a Feeling was featured by Quentin Tarantino in his movie Reservoir Dogs, along with a number of other great 70s songs. I like Stuck in the Middle with You by Jerry Rafferty and Steelers Will. Although Reservoir Dogs is really a tough movie to watch if you don't like violent, bloody movies. TV's Ally McBeal also had the dancing baby dance to Blue Swede's Hooked on a Feeling. Also, there's a nice version of this by David Hasselhoff, who does a Euro disco version, pretty good version of this actually, but he does some comical and laughable green screen antics on his YouTube video, so you really have to see that. Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014 came out and featured this song prominently in its movie, and that was the remake of, or actually the creation of the movie based on the 2008 Marvel Comics strip. The movie was a huge song, and Ooga Chakas were all the rage there in that movie. There's a lot of cowbell in the song because I took the Christopher Walken advice and chose more cowbell because the song needed some drive. Have to mention our sponsor once again, second week in a row. It is Swedish Fish, our sponsor. Again, not Swedish and not fish, but Ooga Chaka-licious. And I could imagine somebody taking these home. We put them in the pan and we cooked them up and they turned to goo, but the children's loved them. Yes, they do, and they will love them. They will love them, and you'll love them. So, and you probably do already. I know I like them. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this commentary, and I hope you more so enjoyed this song that I uploaded, Blue Swede's 1974 version of Hooked on a Feeling. Thanks again. Please leave your comments.